welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a flip through of the Creative Haven book Fantasy Designs by Aaron Pocock. I think that's how you say his name. So this is roughly an A4 colouring book with it's got a glossy cover. That's the back. The publisher is actually Dover Publications. Creative Haven is sort of an umbrella brand name for a branch of their colouring books. So let's get on with the flip through. This is the opening page, so we have the little small illustration there that does appear inside the book as well. And as is common with most Creative Haven books, they do have a image on the inside front cover that's been coloured in for inspiration. And then we are straight into the images. So if you're not familiar with Creative Haven books, their illustrations are single-sided, so that's nice, and they are also perforated. So if you wish to tear out the image because you find it easier to colour than in the book, or you want to give it away, or frame it, whatever, then you can do that more easily with these books because they do tear out. That's the first image. Now, as I say, they're single-sided, these illustrations, but also the paper is really quite nice. I mean, these are really good value books. In the UK they usually cost about £4, maybe £4.50 depending on the book. In the US I think that's something like $5 to $6 that they go for, and they can sometimes get discounts. This is the image from the front cover. Yeah. So that's the front cover image. So they're really good value. And the paper is, as I say, is quite nice. I like the Creative Haven paper. It's not amazing. Don't want to over fanfare it, but for its price point, it's really nice paper. It's better than the Amazon printed Create Space paper. And possibly even better than, trying to go from memory, it's at least on par or possibly better than the Colouring Heaven magazines, if you're familiar with those. So we have a nice giant there. I love this one. This is actually quite an old book, I think. It's been on my wish list for ages. I think when I checked it was published in something like 2016. So yeah, a really older book from the Creative Haven stable. And mate, I don't know, I love these little bees. I love these fantasy images. We have a dragon, a castle, really nice imagery, especially if you do like the fantasy genre. He has got another colouring book as well with Creative Haven. It's Winged something. That's on my wish list as well, so I will eventually get that as well. I love these ones because they clearly, I don't think they're drinking coffee, let's leave it at that. They're very happy, and I don't think they're drinking coffee. And we've got ourselves a bit of a dwarf, I guess, looking for trouble. But yeah, I really like this style. There's something about the noses as well. These big wide noses. Quite endearing for some reason. I like this one. I like a lot of the images out of this, which is obviously, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't like the book, but usually when I buy a book I'm happy if I just colour 4 or 5 images, and as far as I'm concerned I've got my value. But this one, so many of the images appeal to me that I don't actually know which one I want to colour first. Now this one is on the inside back cover for a bit of inspiration. can see it's obviously quite a watercolourish style. As I mentioned when I bought this, because I bought this in a haul, which I've made a video of, I mentioned at the time that I've never tried watercolours on this paper, but I am tempted to give it a go on this because it's very much that kind of style. Or maybe something like Inktense would work. Got some bats. Giant. He looks kind of sad there. Maybe he's lost his girl, maybe she's asleep. We have, what's that, a griffin, I think. We have a mermaid. And here she is again. I really like this one. She's got her trident. She's not your stereotypical mermaid sitting there, you know, enticing sailors or whatever, or just being nice. She's like a warrior mermaid. We have a Pegasus. Going to look really nice in pencils as well, even if I don't watercolour. That's the one from, again, as I say, that was the one from the inside front cover. He's riding his little sparrow or something. Yeah, I really think the problem with this book that I'm going to have is I don't actually know which image to start, which will probably end up with me starting about 5 of them and just doing a little bit, starting many and not actually finishing anything. Because one thing about me is I don't actually mind having many works in progresses. As long as I'm colouring, I'm happy. Ideally, I would like to finish them. Nice pair of unicorns, that. Ideally, I would like to finish them, but, you know, it's the journey. As long as I'm happy, then all is good. I like him. And then we get to the end. So as I say, that's 30 images. They're really nice. Especially if you enjoy that sort of fantasy, so we've got our unicorns and our mermaids and, you know, wizards and all sorts in here. And yeah, I really like this book and I'm really looking forward to colouring it. So if you enjoyed or found this flip through useful, then I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and because that really helps the channel, and do feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.